Well, good morning, traders and investors. My name is Roger Scott. I'm the head strategist of Wealth Press. Today is the 2nd of February. No, I don't know where the year is going, and yes, I'm getting older by the day. It's amazing. Futures are up overnight. The Dow's up 240 points. Nasdaq is up. S&P is up, and the mid caps and the small caps are up. What I'm concerned about, again, is the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is now, overnight, it's trading above the 50-day moving average. But for 2 days, we've had 2 sessions where almost the entire trading occurred below the 50-day moving average. And that means, before I'm bullish again, I'd like to see two days completely trading above the 50-day moving average. 2 days like this, where the band does not touch, where this blue line does not touch the low. I need to see that. You see how it touches the top? Well, if it had 2 complete days of clearance below, that would be a bearish market, but it didn't. It held on. Moreover, we have other indexes that are holding up pretty well, so that leads me to believe that the Dow can go up from here like the QQQ. Notice it's not even close to the 50-day moving average. And the S&P, it's touching it, but not as bad as well. It's kind of touching it, but it's pushing off of it. So the only index that's really penetrating the 50-day moving average is the Dow Jones, so you got to be really cautious with blue chip stocks right now. That is the weakest sector. And the strongest sector, if I had to guess, remains the Russell 2000, which is trading substantially above the 50-day moving average. So that's the status of the overall market. Now, if I was a trader, if I was an investor, I would wait. I would be very, very cautious if I'm in blue chip stocks, and I would wait for the sentiment to get back above these levels, much like you are seeing it in the S&P right now. Let me just go to the S&P versus the Dow. You don't want that slope too much. Notice it's completely trading above right now, and I'm hoping the next 2 days will be completely above the S&P and the market becomes bullish again. Now, let's talk briefly about global economy. President Biden invited Republicans to the meeting to discuss economic aid, and silver eased off 8-year highs. Folks, it's not. I told you this a few days ago. These GameStop traders are figuring out that silver is not GameStop. You're not going to move silver by a bunch of yahoos on Reddit site deciding to go long to bid off shorts. It's just not going to work that way. You're talking about a physical commodity. You're talking about an ETF that's tied into a precious metal. You're talking about CFTC regulations. Forget about it. Biden invited 10 moderate Republicans to the White House to discuss his proposed $1.9 trillion economic aid plan. Republicans countered with $600 billion, substantially less, a lot less. Tech stocks led the way higher, which is what I was showing you earlier, that Nasdaq seems to be outperforming by a large margin. Price of silver retreated from an 8-year high. Silver for March sank delivery 4.9%. Expect things to cool off. And one analyst here, Edward Moya of Owanda, says silver coin purchases and call option bets are not enough of a driver to send silver prices skyrocketing to record high levels. It's just not. It's not going to happen on silver, folks. Give it up. Stick to GameStop. Investors bid up stocks heading into 2021 in expectations of rollout of COVID vaccines that would allow global businesses and travel to return to normal. Are you seeing most normal, average working people vaccinated? I'm not. And that's what I was afraid of. My hope was that we were going to get these vaccines before the market started showing its cracks again, and I'm not sure that's the case. The optimism has been dented by infection spikes and disruption in vaccine deliveries, and just plain out not having vaccines for ordinary working folks. Older people, retired people, people with immune deficiencies and other issues are getting the vaccines throughout the United States, which are leaving regular working folks without any soup, so to speak. So I don't think it's happening. And if the economy turns south, it's going to take some while to get us out of this mess. So I am hoping that enough healthy working people get the vaccine before jobless claims goes back up to 1 million. Now, in terms of the overall market, energy and financial, the two recovery sectors are still leading, which gives me a big pause in terms of the overall recovery. And it gives me a big pause in these two sectors because energy and financial have still far to go before they take out that February, March 2020 high and continue skyrocketing, like the consumer discretionary, like the technology sector, like the basic materials sector, like the industrial sector, like the healthcare sector, and so on and so on. These are also defensive sectors. They don't tend to rally too much when the market gets bullish. If you want to see the sectors that rally, you would tend to see consumer discretionary and technology, and both are in third and fourth place. Now, I've got two stocks pulling back that are nowhere related to any of these sectors that are going down, and I think these stocks are in the right place at the right time. So the first stock is Upwork. Notice the trend in this stock. Now, if I show you the profile of the stock, it has gone up 391% over the last year. What does Upwork do? Well, it's a computer processing data preparation, but in essence, it's cloud online recruiting services. And how do you think people are hiring? How do you think businesses are hiring people right now? Do you think they're interviewing? Do you think they have a line of people with COVID masks coming out? No, they're doing it online. They're hiring people online. Virtual assistants, sales or marketing experts, especially with a stay-at-home environment. Online recruitment is the way to go. It's a no-brainer. So I'm looking at Upwork. I like the stock. If you look at it long-term, you'll see it's been skyrocketing. I love it, and I like the price level where it's at right now. The second stock, EXPI. So the first one was Upwork, UPWK. The second one is EXPI Realty International. Remember what I told you? If you can combine technology and international companies in 2021, you are going to have a winner. And what does this company do? Cloud-based real estate brokerage services, primarily in the United States and Canada. Hello, hello. Companies like this are hot right now. Why? COVID, internet, the cloud, everything is done online, and interest rates are low, so people are buying real estate. And 1 year return, 942%. 5 year return, 15,000%. What does it do? It allows professionals, buyers and sellers to access the network and look for properties for sale. And it's in the Russell 2000. What did I tell you? Russell 2000 stocks are slated to outperform. So I really, really like these two companies right now, Upwork and EXPI. I've been talking about Upwork for a while, but today I want to also talk about EXPI. And I'm going to actually be talking about these stocks later today in my VIP program. Do take notice, and I like the levels of these two stocks right now where they're at. I think there's a lot more upside potential. Now, before I let you go, I've got something really important for you, and I want you to listen up and listen up good. If you're tired of working around the clock trying to beat the market, you are going to want to tune in to Joy of the Trades, Jeff Zananeri's presentation today at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You do not want to miss it. 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's so important that I'm pushing my regular 2 p.m. class to 3 o'clock just so I can be there. I want to watch. In this live event, Jeff is revealing a way you could make consistent profits at the start of every month with his sit-in and forget it trades. You sit it and forget it trades. I love that. Sit it and forget it. Each of which takes just a few minutes to execute. Again, profits beginning of every month, easy to execute, just a few minutes of work. And this monthly market strategy has already given Jeff's readers a chance to bank 20%, 40%. Folks, how about 100% winners in just a few weeks? Man, I'm excited. This is your chance to join him, so make sure you click on the link below right now. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Wealth Press channel if you're watching on YouTube. Stay ahead on the market by being the first to be notified when a new video is posted. Folks, you don't want to miss out. And you get all these setups from me. You get these hot trades. You know where the market stands. Comments, feedback. I want to hear from you guys. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.